New Zealand offers a whole range of holidays in one compact destination. From the towering fjords and spectacular scenery of the South Island to the beautiful Bay of Islands in the north, New Zealand is alive with vibrant cities, unique Maori culture, fantastic foods and wines, and just so many amazing things to see and do, all in a country that shares the relaxed lifestyle loved by travellers from around the world, and is only a short distance away from Australia. APT has been setting new standards for escorted touring in New Zealand for over 30 years. With a brilliant range of holiday itineraries to choose from, APT will take you to some out-of-the-way places, so you'll experience the real New Zealand. APT offers both Premier and Premier Plus touring, so you can choose the holiday that's exactly right for you. APT's Premier Tours give you great value for money and ensure you stay in excellent accommodation. Freedom of choice touring means that at many key destinations you can choose the sightseeing activity that you want, from special wildlife safaris, penguin or dolphin watching tours, to wine tours, sailing, or visiting historic places. Your freedom of choice touring options are all included in the price. All you need to do is make the decision. With APT's Premier Plus touring, you travel in smaller groups and enjoy even more personal service. At each location, you'll stay in New Zealand's finest accommodation. APT's dine-around dinner options also mean that you have plenty of choice on where to eat in places like Queenstown, Nelson, Mount Cook and Christchurch. It's a great idea because you choose the restaurant and the cost is already included. With Premier Plus touring, all the freedom of choice touring options are available to you. Plus, also have a la carte dining the entire time. Once again, it's all included in the price. Premier Plus touring also means you can decide the length of your tour and tailor it to your needs. APT will simply adjust the price accordingly. APT's Premier and Premier Plus touring gives you the flexibility and freedom to relax and enjoy your fully escorted holiday. Located between two sparkling harbours with rainforest covering the surrounding hills, Auckland is a cosmopolitan city in the midst of natural beauty. The city's heart beats to a Polynesian rhythm, influenced by a variety of South Pacific and Asian cultures, mixed with a strong Maori heritage. The result is an abundance of unique shopping and dining experiences. It's one of the most popular travel destinations in New Zealand. The Bay of Islands is an aquatic playground with over 140 islands and countless pristine beaches. The area is considered the birthplace of New Zealand as a bicultural nation, and every town, beach and forest is alive with stories of New Zealand's colourful past. APT's signature experiences guarantee you get to enjoy New Zealand's must-see sights. Some signature experiences are famous the world over, like the breathtaking Transalpine train journey through the Southern Alps, or a cruise on Milford Sound to see the fjords and lush rainforest. Other APT signature experiences are less known, but no less memorable, like an exhilarating boat safari along the Haast River in the remote southwestland area of the South Island, an overnight stay in the Hermitage Hotel located in Mount Cook National Park, and a Maori feast at Rotorua. Even as you approach Rotorua, small threads of steam can be seen coming up from the parks and streets as the occasional scent of sulphur wafts through the air. It's a hint of what's in store. Because minutes from the city centre, you'll discover geysers of steaming water bursting from the ground and pools of bubbling hot mud. Set on the edge of a stunning harbour and surrounded by rolling hills, Wellington, the capital of New Zealand, is a city waiting to be explored. It's a city of culture and art, a special blend of heritage buildings, museums and galleries, fine food and live entertainment, making this a great city to visit. With an APT fully escorted tour, you're in good hands every step of the way. APT's dedicated tour directors and professional drivers are passionate about showing you the best that New Zealand has to offer and making sure you have a holiday of a lifetime. Their friendly, helpful attitude and attention to detail set APT apart as they share the beauty and the wonders of their home with you. You'll also experience authentic Maori culture and New Zealand's natural wonders with expert local guides. Through these very special people, you'll come to understand the fascinating history of this proud country. Journey between the North and South Island on a ferry from Wellington to Picton. Or you'll sail across the Cook Strait, one of the most spectacular ferry journeys in the world. At Picton, you'll be greeted by a pretty little village overlooking Queen Charlotte Sound. The Marlborough area is a region of endless possibilities, from the small fishing villages with their unhurried way of life to the awesome deep Queen Charlotte Sound where you can spot whales and dolphins. Nothing enhances your holiday experience like great food and wine, and New Zealand will give you something unique. New Zealand's abundance of fresh produce, the combination of Maori and European culture, and a healthy appetite for big home-style country meals are all served with friendly New Zealand hospitality. APT's freedom of choice touring options and dine-around dinners keeps the holiday fun and excitement coming with more restaurants to choose from, and even more touring options like a visit to Tapuia Thermal Reserve, punting on the Avon River, a Nomad's four-wheel drive safari, or the shot-over jet in Queenstown. The Franz Josef Glacier descends from the Southern Alps, cutting through the lush greenery of temperate rainforest. Here the lakes, rivers, forests and beaches of this untamed yet accessible wilderness are as pure as you'll find anywhere in the world. Surrounded by majestic mountains and nestled on the shores of crystal clear Lake Wakatapu, Queenstown is New Zealand's premier alpine resort. Queenstown attracts travellers year-round because of its picturesque lake setting and alpine village atmosphere, looking onto the majestic Remarkables mountain range. World-famous Milford Sound is New Zealand's only fjord accessible by road. You'll reach it by winding through narrow valleys and the Homer Tunnel before boarding your boat to cruise the length of the sound. Known for its historic architecture, Dunedin retains the strong Celtic influence of its Scottish founders. On the doorstep of the city, you can find incredible wildlife, including rare penguins, fur seals, and sea lions. At APT, we use our 30 years of experience in providing escorted tours in New Zealand to offer superior accommodation in the very best locations. With APT Premier Touring, you'll enjoy the outstanding comfort and service of hotels, such as the Sky City Hotel in Auckland, the Novotel Gardens Hotel in Queenstown, and the Hermitage Hotel in Mount Cook. With APT Premier Plus tours, you can indulge yourself in the luxury of the finest first-class hotels in New Zealand, like the Hotel Intercontinental in Wellington, or the Sofitel in Queenstown. Located in the Southern Alps on the South Island, Mount Cook is a breathtaking sight as the Tasman and Hooker glaciers carve their way down its steep slopes. From the silvery beaches of the coast to the jagged peaks of the Alps, the landscape around Christchurch is impossible to ignore. In Christchurch itself, great care has been taken to preserve the city's colonial heritage, and like everywhere you travel in New Zealand, you'll be astounded by how much natural beauty can coexist with the charm of rural towns and villages, as well as the luxuries and variety that only modern cities can provide. APT's fully escorted tours are incredibly good value because they include transfers to and from the airport in New Zealand. APT also offers a range of travel specials and discounts, including red departure date savings, where couples can save hundreds of dollars by travelling in off-peak periods. And for solo travellers, the chance to save up to 50% off the single supplement on selected tours.
It was our first bus tour, and we really found it great. It exceeded expectations in most things.
I would definitely travel with APT again if the right tour came up, and we have friends at home that are going to pick our brains when we get back to see if the tour is worth going on, the APT tour, and I'm just going to say go.
It's fantastic actually. The driver was unbelievable. He'd give you stories all the time of what's going on, and if you had any problems, the Caroline would look after them. We lost our camera at Franz Joseph and she tracked it down for us and got it back to us in Queenstown, which was fantastic.
New Zealand. It has so much to offer holidaymakers. And with APT, you get the very best of New Zealand, with all the benefits that only APT can provide. Benefits like APT's choice of Premier or Premier Plus touring, unique APT signature experiences, APT's dedicated tour directors and coach drivers, freedom of choice touring, dine-around dinners and freedom of choice dining, all combined with the finest accommodation, great offers and savings, and a reputation for taking care of the small details that set APT apart. Discover the beauty and wonder of New Zealand with APT on a departure from the ordinary. For inquiries and bookings, see your local travel agent or contact APT.